What is up, guys, and welcome, and this is my Rugby Ultimate Team Six Nations Team of the Tournament, and let's get on into it. The first player we have got, we're going to start with the backs in this episode and go into the forwards in the next episode. So we've got Lee Halfpenny, the awful tackle technique man who knocks himself out by doing tackles. Not as bad as George North, he gets himself knocked out every week. But realistically though, Lee Halfpenny needs to sort out his tackle technique instead of going in with his head, or he really might have to retire from concussion injuries. Just saying. But he did play a great tournament though, great kicking from him. So the next player is Stuart Hogg, played very, very well for Scotland, probably Scotland's really only bright points of the Six Nations Championship, let's be honest. They were pretty poor in a few games, but there are some games where they really should have won it, and they let quite a few games slip. So, bad luck for Scotland, but he played very, very well. And Jack Noel, also, he played well in the few games he played. He came in for Jonny Murray after the Italy game, and he performed very, very well. I think he scored a try in all of his games, I want to say, or he at least got 3 in 3, something like that. But yeah, he did play very, very well. Liam Williams as well, he played insane in that last match. He ran that great line off the 9, Rhys Webb, in the final game. But he played solid championship all round from him. And we get on to the centres now. And there's got to be, the 13 is obviously Jonathan Joseph. He was sick. The first half of the Six Nations, he was very, very good. The second half, he pretty much scored in every game, let's be honest. He was insane all the way through Six Nations, and it'll be good to see him perform well at the World Cup. Hopefully he continued to get his place in the squad. And the next place has gone to Robbie Henshaw at 12. And I thought he played a very good championship for Ireland. Obviously they won it, so a good championship from them. Probably the best last day of the championship ever I've seen. And I thought he played a good solid tournament. Only scored a few tries, I think only maybe one, but it was a very important try against England. And we've got Jonny Sexton at 10. I thought the first 2 games of the tournament he played, he was absolutely superb, but the last 2, the Wales game, he was non-existent, and the Italy game, the Scotland game, there wasn't too much of him. It was more the rest of his team and Paul O'Connell just destroying people. But George Ford, I thought he had a very, very solid championship for his first full Six Nations. He performed very, very well for England, and I think he quite deserves his spot in this team of the Six Nations for the backs. And instead of having a reserve winger, I've put in 3 scrum halves. You guys should all know who they are. First one, Conor Murray, obviously combined with Sexton very, very well in the championship, and they were a deadly pairing for most of the games. I thought he was more standout than Jonny Sexton in the last few games. I thought, yeah, he was much better. And then the next player is Rhys Webb, who was also very, very good for Wales. I think he was probably the best scrum half, but you cannot pick between all these 3 scrum halves. And if you guys do know your rugby and you have been watching the championship, you will know the last scrum half is Ben Youngs. And everyone knows that Ben Youngs, his last 2 games, he was insane. He got man of the match in both of them, and he was absolutely insane. And I think that's why I haven't put another winger in. These 3 scrum halves have been absolutely insane. If there was a Lions series happening this year, next year, all 3 of them would be in it, no doubt. And I'd no idea who would start. So guys, thank you very much for watching. The forwards will come later this week, probably tomorrow. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.